Welcome back to Friends at 5. Summer vacation is approaching and parents, of course, want to keep their students out of trouble and safe. Joining me to talk more about recent concerns is Richland County Sheriff Leon Lott. Sheriff Lott, during this week's news conference, you addressed April's pop-up parties organized on social media. The large gathering in Blythewood got out of control and led to multiple arrests. So my message then, or question rather, is what is your message to parents who say, yeah, I want to keep my students safe, but how do I do so when we're getting those social media invites that perhaps parents don't have access to?
Well, you need to know where your children are going, your teenagers. Now, there's something real simple. It's called Life 360. You can put on their phone and you can track them. So you need to know where they're at. And if they're going to a pop-up party, you need to make sure that it's a safe event for them to go to. And pop-up parties are not safe events right now.
Asking all the questions. We also saw video from that night showing all the students just really scattered across the parking lot and running. So what happened back on April 5th off Blythewood Road also makes me wonder about the business owners. And if they're caught in that kind of situation, what is the best course of action? If I'm out there, I own a business, and then I see all these students popping up there.
Call 911 immediately so we can respond. And that's what we do. We respond as fast as we can. Unfortunately, we just move them somewhere else, so we have to follow them. And so, our job is then to make sure that they disperse. But one thing I want parents to understand is that if you saw a lot of students running, but you had people in their 20s who are not students that were there, that's some of the ones that we arrested. So these pop-up parties not only are drawing students, they're drawing some older people who have no intent to go do anything but cause problems.
And what stood out to me about your news conference is that you talked about the arrests that were made, but you also said that you're going to repeatedly hear out on bond, out on bond. So does that concern you that the folks who then get out on bond could then be, again, repeat offenders?
Yeah, this is a problem we've had for quite some time. It's the same people we see over and over. Those who got ankle monitors on, which actually don't do anything but make people feel good, but doesn't prevent anything. And so, yes, those are repeat offenders. And I said the other day to a group that, I could identify 100 people. If we could get them off the street, that would probably reduce our crime by 75%. So it's just a small number that's causing most of the problems, and we need to focus on them. And we do when we make the arrest, but unfortunately, the rest of the criminal justice system allows them back on the street.
Yes, in the past, you've talked about it being essentially catch and release.
It is. It's catch and release. When you're fishing, that's fine. You catch a fish, you throw it back in. These are not fish. These are criminals who are out here continuously breaking the law, shooting at people, hitting people with weapons. Now, those are the ones we got to keep off the street. The only way to keep our community safe is to keep them behind bars.
And my other question is, let's say I am a parent and then my student comes to me and they say, Mom or Dad, I got this invite on social media. It's a pop-up party. Here's the address. Should I call and report that particular party? Can I do that?
Yes, you can do that. And we have parents doing that. We've got a lot of good involved parents out here who let us know things. But unfortunately, we got some parents who are not involved with their children and really don't care where they go and what they do. Those are the ones that's causing all the problems.
Okay, let's talk to the students, because I think a lot of students, they go to a party, they think it's just innocent. But then I think about it and say one bad night could turn into a potentially deadly situation.
You had 200 young people in Blythewood back on April the 4th. Their lives will never be the same. I talked to one yesterday that was there. She's still scared. She heard the bullet. She said, I just didn't know what to do. I thought I was going to die. So those students now will suffer the rest of their life with the trauma of what happened there. And so, when a student sees something like this, they need to look at that video. I wish every student that's in school would look at that video and see the panic and the trauma that those kids endured when they were running out of their shoes. That shows how scared they were.
My last question is, you often ask the public for help trying to track down people who are responsible for these crimes. Could parents and guardians potentially be in trouble or prosecuted, locked up because of their students' actions?
Yes, if they know what their students done and they condone it and they participate by helping them get away, get rid of evidence, then yes, they can be arrested. And we've locked up 6 parents so far that's done that, and we're going to continue to do that. That is not a parent. You cross that line from being a parent to a participant in the crime, we're going to hold you accountable.
Sheriff Lott, do you have any other message for the public as we head into summer vacation?
Live by the Boy Scouts motto, be prepared. Be prepared for your children. Have something for them to do that's positive. Just don't let them create things that they want to go do and you not know where they're at. So be prepared. The summer's coming. Be prepared. Have something positive for your child to go do.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. We have much more to come right here.